Welcome to the Monster in My Head show, a podcast where we talk to real people about the real insecurities and issues that a lot of us deal with, as well as chat about some unique ways we have overcome them. So today is an introduction to the show. I wanted to talk a little bit about what this show is, why it came about, who am I, to kind of give a welcome message to anybody who is starting to listen. So my name is Bree. I am an artist out of Los Angeles, and I basically started this show because it's a show that I kind of needed even a couple months ago, to be honest, as I've been going through a lot of therapy myself. I named it The Monster in My Head because I wanted each episode to focus on, let's say, one intrusive thought that a lot of us have. For example, why does no one like me? Is it too late for me to be successful? What am I doing with my life? Stuff like that. Questions that a lot of us have. And I'm definitely not saying that I have any of the answers to those. But what I will say is that I talked to some really awesome people who are a little bit further in life or even where I'm at now. And we basically just kind of break it down of why are we having these questions? Where are they coming from? Why are these questions sometimes so mean, in our own mind? And what are the ways that we can work to overcome them and not allow those questions to kind of run our lives? So what you can expect from this series is just a lot of really awesome conversations. My hope is that this show can be kind of like a coffee shop that you and your best friend go to, where you're like, all right, I need to talk about something, I want that to be kind of what these conversations are, where it's not going to be an interview. I'm not talking to experts. I'm just talking to very real people. A lot of them are my very close friends. And we're just talking about the stuff that we struggle with, and kind of in a way also to let other people know that you're really not alone when you're dealing with some of this stuff. We're going to be talking about some really hard topics. Some of them are going to be very vulnerable, sharing that we're not through them yet. But one thing that this podcast won't be is it's not going to be a complaining session. So it's not going to be like, I just feel like garbage. And it's going to be like, I feel like garbage. What are ways that we can fix it? So I'm really excited to do this show. Another thing that you can expect is that I'm actually releasing an album in conjunction with this podcast. So every once in a while, there'll be a special episode that's going to talk about the meaning behind a song. All of the songs are about trauma, about growth, about self-development. So there are going to be some episodes where we're going to be kind of digging into why I wrote the song, but more so what the song is about. This is not really a self-promotion tool. It's more so I want to build into kind of what I made with the album, and I want to kind of expand it more. So I'm really excited to share that music with you guys. I'm excited to share this show with you. Again, the goal here is just to have some conversations that maybe some of us aren't able to have with the people in our lives because they're a little bit too vulnerable, a little bit too deep. We don't have anyone to go to. Obviously, this is not to take the place of therapy, but I hope that this can just be a safe place where we can talk about real shit and figure out ways to work through it together. So I'm really excited you're here. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, tune in next week for the first episode of The Monster in My Head show. Peace.